Welcome everybody to Con Culture Podcast. We are live on Twitch. Just the two of us, just the brochachos today, enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm gonna put
Gigi's
Trey
out
here.
enjoying time with her family, and we'll be back next weekend.
And we'll have next show. We'll have great experiences to talk about because we got some stuff we're doing this weekend that we'll be touching on. We also, one of us saw a Marvel thing each, I guess you could say. Normally, I watch everything Marvel, but I don't know. Life has been getting in the way. But I did get a chance to see Thor: Love and Thunder before anybody else did, and I've been holding my tongue ever since as to not even to not spoil, but just to not sway anybody one way or another from watching the movie. So we'll be discussing that, and we got some con news. We got good con news. We got a guest announcement here in town. We have a con we went to this past weekend, Trey. Hey, my brother's in the comment. You're a nerd.
With that nerd. We went with that nerd.
Yeah, we went with that nerd in the comments. He was with us. He drove. That's the crazy part. Calling us nerds. He's a nerd chauffeur then. So yeah, we went
Who's
to
our chaperone.
we did go to a con this past week, and we'll be discussing that. We'll be talking about guest appearances and the cons we are going to. And lastly, we'll wrap up the show with some stuff that we saw today, some teases, getting ready for the next TV shows we're going to binge, if you can. You know, got to escape this horrible heat somehow. Might as well be indoors watching TV. So, we're the podcast, Trey. We are here. We'll start it off with con news. I think that's the easiest route to go into. We had an amazing time, but where did we go, Trey? Where was it that we had this said amazing time?
To this little town called Austin.
Interestingly enough,
of here.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, not in Austin, but close enough. You know.
No, for sure.
I would say it's like Alamo Ranches to San Antonio. It's like in there, kind of.
Close, yeah.
But, it's going to take you 40 minutes to get downtown.
On the other side of Austin.
Yes, it's on the other side of Austin. Greater Austin Comic Con is where we were. What were your thoughts, Trey? I'm going to try to be as positive as shit was whack is the first comment. Never going to that con again. And we are not.
Oh, wow.
We are not going to do that, sir. I am definitely trying not to bash any cons.
Well, thank you for your opinion.
Yes, thank you for your opinion, but I can't ever be a guest at San Japan again because I blew my press pass after giving a very honest review. But it was a negative review, and I'm trying to avoid giving negative reviews. So
it's hard to run these things. I mean, I can't imagine like schedules and then the venue cost.
It's
making sure everyone has a good time and like.
It's a lot to keep track of. So yeah, I definitely grade on a curve now and just try to say the positive things that I like because I do always have things that I enjoy at these cons. So what did you enjoy? Yeah, nothing's perfect. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. What'd you like?
It's really hard for me to give a critique on this, honestly, because I remember hearing about Greater Austin before, and this is not where it was the last time you attended this convention, right?
Correct. They are moving around. I think COVID has something to do with it, or maybe they just...
Where was it last time? Was it like in the downtown Austin area?
I want to say it was in the downtown Austin area, or at least close to the downtown Austin.
Like where Wizard World was?
I don't know if it was in the convention center. I know Wizard World was held there, and I'm pretty sure Greater Austin was somewhere, if not in the convention center.
Okay.
We're going to have to go back and check.
Yeah. Well, I think for the venue and then coming out of COVID, like you said, and I think they had a good problem. They had too many people. And so, I mean, it's hard to get mad at someone like, but it's like, hey, it's a great turnout. A lot of people showed up. Everyone wanted to get out and get back on the con floor again and meet some of their favorite celebrities, voiceover artists. Like this was basically Batman Con with Kevin Conroy and the gang.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved it. I got to meet Jin Kwan, the voice of Suki from Avatar, and she is an absolute sweetheart. You got to meet, who was it? JB?
DJ Qualls.
Oh, DJ. Oh gosh, I'm terrible
DJ
with names sometimes. DJ Qualls.
JB. Yes.
You can tell we're really prepared for this episode.
Yeah, it was guys, crazy week. But no, DJ Qualls, my brother actually met him. Amazing guy. This is why you go to smaller cons, though.
Right.
The interaction with the guests.
They're more intimate.
100% more intimate.
Because like in the big ones, it's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, snap a photo, go. Snap a photo, go. Snap a photo, go. This one, we got a great picture with him, and right after we got the photo, he's like, let's take a selfie, and he took a selfie with my brother. He shook my hand. I didn't pay him a damn thing. He came over, shook my hand, thanked us for being fans. We thanked him for all the entertaining things he's been in. It was a really, really cool interaction. And after he got the selfie with my brother, he's like, you are one big motherfucker.
He is big.
Yeah, he is big. But so is he. He's tall as well. I think he's like 6'1". So
it blows me away how tall some actors are sometimes. Yeah. And then it's just like, I'm such a small man.
Yeah. They wear big boots. Let's be honest. Some of these wear big boots. But yeah, Greater Austin.
It was. I had a great time. It was great to be at a con again and see some old friends and see them doing their thing with their cosplays. I mean, it was great. I mean, the one thing that was annoying, and like again, this was a good problem to have. It was just really hard to move around in the main room. Like the only place I feel like you could get any to move around and not feel just crowded was like in the outer rim of the stadium. And then even in like parts of that would get super hot But again, we're in Texas and it's like 100 degrees outside. So
yeah, the outer rim was definitely toastier than the inside.
Would I go again? I don't know. It depends who the guests are. Like, some guests are worth sweating for and standing in a line for. And so.
And you weren't even overall, in cosplay. Like you were sweating out of cosplay.
I was so tempted to, but I was like, I'm going to die. Like, there's no way. Like, no.
Dude, it was over 100 degrees when we went. There's no way we're going to.
So
kudos to everyone there in cosplay. All the ladies there who were in cosplay.
Wearing leather and.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Travis in that cap suit. I mean, the Iron Man suit. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, he was wearing the Deadpool the day we saw him.
Yes.
So imagine being in a full Deadpool suit, face covered. Wes, too, in the Wolverine. That thing does not breathe.
The birthday man?
Yeah, the birthday man. It is his birthday.
It is.
Yeah, happy birthday to Wes.
Favorite Wolvie.
Bearded Wolvie. Yeah, salute all of them for even getting in cosplay, because it was a no for me, dog. It was a no for me. I was wearing like moisture wicking clothing. Yeah, it was hot as heck.
Dying.
The weather, not so much the venue. The venue was nice. It was good. It was large. It definitely looks a little bigger outside, and like Trey said,
like a mini Alamo Dome.
Yes, and it had some of the same situations that the Alamo Dome had. There was a second story that we had some trouble finding. There was, I think, only 2 access points to it, so it was difficult to navigate to that. But the cosplay area was real nice. It was on the outside, easy to find. Much better traffic on the outside than on the inside. It was easier to flow through the outside, so you can get photos.
One person would stop at one booth on the inside, and then it's like it was like gridlock so many times.
Yeah,
like I lost you guys. I could see you guys, but then I would lose you because I literally just couldn't move, and like that gives me such anxiety sometimes in crowds.
It was tightly packed. There was generally only enough room for a person to be at either table, and then traffic to go to and fro single file. I get it. Like I said, these shows are very difficult. You have to make sure the vendors all get a spot. You want to sell as many vendor tables as possible because you have to pay for the event. You got to pay the venue. So these things are not easy to run.
You want to sell as many tickets as you can, and they obviously did. Like, there were so many people there.
Yeah, there was a lot of people, but it did stop you from really exploring the vendor area. I never made it to the middle on any row. I went, nope, jam, turn, try the next one, nope, turn. Yeah. So I really only explored the outer area of vendors, but I still saw a great author. I actually purchased this book. I love purchasing books from like local authors. Furiously Awesome. I don't know if we can see that on camera. Yep, we're good. Yep. So Furiously Awesome is from a local author. She wrote this. It's a story of Achilles, actually. PJ Hoover's the author. It's a story of Achilles. He's a gym owner in Austin, and living a normal life until the Fury arrive and all hell breaks loose. And it's a cool story. It's a cool fiction story set in modern times. That's why I like going to cons personally. I'm banned from buying art because I bought so many prints and have nowhere to put them. So, like,
I see wall space behind you. You're lying.
Well, yeah, but I never put them in frames. I'm telling you, I have them all stored away in the protective film, and I never ever remember where they are. They're stored away somewhere, all of them, from 4 different states. I've got art from, and Belinda finally said, "No more fucking art. Like you don't do anything with it. No more art." So I'm banned from buying art, but I'm not banned from buying books. So authors, I do love, which is one of the reasons I love Denver. Denver has a great author section.
But it's run by teachers.
Yes. And Greater Austin had a nice section of authors. We had a Crow artist there. And we got to meet a relative of him, Small World. One of the guests at the cons wasn't at his table when we got there. He was out.
Taking a smoke break.
He was taking a smoke break. So we end up, at the end of the day, leaving the con. We stopped for a bite to eat. And the female, who is our waitress, ends up being related to the gentleman we missed. She's like, "Oh yeah, smoke break sounds like him." And
that's my uncle.
Yeah, that's my uncle. Was talking very endearing about him and giving memories about cons she had, and she couldn't wait to get off of work because she was going to go to Greater Austin also. So people were definitely excited. Like Trey said, it suffered from a problem of having too much success for the venue size that it had. Cosplayers were amazing. They all look great. They look phenomenal. Yasmin was out there. Yira.
So many Batman cosplays, of course, because we had Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
You got to show up for Kevin Conroy.
We did. We had the classic Batman, the Keaton Batman. We had the latest iteration of Batman.
Vengeance.
We had Vengeance out there. So
Arkham Knight version, I think I saw.
Yeah, we saw an Arkham Knight. There was cool Batmans and cool Catwomans. There were villains also. Gonzo was out there in full Penguin.
The mayor.
That's really what I love these events for, is seeing friends.
Yep.
Running into friends. I got to meet Jasmine. It was a friend of Trey's. I had never met her. Sweetheart. Ithalin cosplay. I never know how to pronounce her name. Longtime fan. My brother got some prints from her. Supported her booth.
I love how she set up her booth with that draw, that raffle.
It was really cool because instead of just like buy my prints, it's like, hey, you want to play a game? You can purchase this game, and what you draw is you get to pick the print from that column. It added a game component to it. So yeah, my brother helped out and supported and put however much he put down for all of us to get a turn and pick something out. It was pretty fun. So amazing cosplayers. But if I had to be honest, would I go back? If my friends were guests again, I go to support my friends. If I did not know the guest, I would probably not return to the same venue. Parking was phenomenal. We parked at the front door.
Right.
We
got there just at the right time.
Yeah, just at the right time. We parked about 20 steps away from the front door. We walked 10 steps to buy our tickets, and then we walked inside. So if you are in the area, definitely, yes, attend Greater Austin Comic Con.
Absolutely. Is
it worth us driving an hour and a half to get to it? If our friends aren't guests, probably not. Nothing against the con. Great show, great event. It's just there's things that can be fixed. So if you're in the area, go for it. Yeah, no con is perfect. There's cons on everyone, and I love this. The aspects of the event. I love the authors. I love the cosplayers. They really did good at temperature. Just outside was 100. It did not feel 100 inside, but it was still toasty just because of the amount of people crammed in together.
Body heat.
There was plenty of seating because you can sit in the arena seats. So if you had to take a break,
stage set up there.
Yeah, that's where you would sit for the panels. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, celeb interactions were great. You always get that at small cons. But we have con news also, not just about Greater Austin where we went, but there was an announcement for our little con. The little con that could. Look, it was said to me, and I will echo it. Best lineup in Texas. Probably the best lineup in the country. Honestly. Celebs. If you're looking for A-list celebs, we have Ewan McGregor, Haley Atwell, Stephen Amell, Alexander Ludwig, and they just announced Dave Bautista. Like
Simu.
I forgot Simu. See, there's so many celebs. It's easy to forget with everything they packed in. I'm probably
forgetting another one.
Oh no, there's definitely more. There's wrestlers, Hulk Hogan, the Nasty Boys. Like these are throwback wrestlers. That San Antonio is an old wrestling town with fans who have been fans since the 70s. So bringing some of those, if you don't watch it,
it's hard to not like get submersed into the culture.
It's thick in San Antonio culture. Tony Parker, we're gonna get a spur there. Yep. So yeah, there's the list just goes on and on. Collection. I think this is the best lineup in the country.
There's so much to do.
There really is, and we're excited to be there. We're working on something for the cosplay contest. We are going to be making announcements soon for that. Possible cosplay guests. Excited to be having a hand in that and helping coordinate that stuff. We're trying to do big things. Definitely trying to be the con and a premier con across the U.S., not just Texas, but definitely put the flag in the ground for Texas. Babo we trust, and Peggy tirelessly working. I had a lot of phone calls with her, a lot of emails trying to help out and coordinate stuff. It is hectic. So much goes into putting in a show like this, and to be able to pull the talent they did when so many people are filming. Like, people wanted the guests they had last year.
Are nuts right now.
They wanted Owen Wilson, and it's like, you can't. He's filming, and they wanted
he's filming Loki right now.
Exactly. They're stars they couldn't get because they jumped into another series or they're doing other projects, and they can't tell you that. They can't say, hey, so and so is filming this right now, because they're not supposed to talk about it. It's privileged information. So you're just left asking for your guest that was on the last roster, but due to scheduling conflicts can't be in this one. So amazing, excited. I cannot wait. I think we got 3 weeks before that show is here, but we have cons this weekend. Again, it's con season, man. You got pretty much every weekend if you want, or every other weekend, especially here in Texas being so big. Gigi, I know, is super excited to be going to Comic Palooza. We put out that promo video showing you the guests that are going there. If you're a boys fan, you're definitely going to want to go to Houston. And I am going to Corpus Christi Comic Con, where, again, our friends are cosplay guests. We have Ali B Cosplay is going to be there. Paradox Cosplay, again, is going to be at yet another con, doing her thing.
Everywhere
con. That's where she's at. If it's a con, she's at it. Needs to be a guest everywhere. We have friends that we want to go out and support. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to snap photos. It's going to be a lot of fun just going out to Corpus, being at the beach, trying new restaurants. I'm looking forward to a relaxing vacay. Can't be there Friday, but I will be there Saturday, Sunday. Yes, get some ice cream, enjoy a walk on the beach. It's ball out. Time to ball
get out of Dodge for a bit.
Yeah, just a little break. Hang with friends. Maybe, just see what you get into. I might rent a jet ski, actually. I was thinking about we were thinking about getting on jet skis. You're at the beach. Do as they do. Do as they do. So yeah, if you see me on a jet ski, mind your business.
I want you to come in like that guy in Tiger King.
100%. That's how I'm gonna roll. But yeah, the Corpus Christi Comic Con, Comic Palooza, we'll be splitting up and covering both those events, giving you our coverage when we get back. We'll be talking about that on the next podcast with Gigi, who will return then. But there's so much going on in cons that I'm excited. We got Colossal Con coming up. We have Big Texas Comic Con, San Japan, Dragon Con, New York, like so many in the next 2 months that it's going to be insane. And there's we announced it last time, there's a new con in Corpus, the Anime Expo.
Yep.
So if you want a con, it's back. They're back. Everybody's out, having fun. So hopefully we can just jump in and join in and capture that energy and bring it to you guys. But yeah, there's tons to do if you're looking for cons. But what if you don't want to go outside? You don't want to go outdoors.
There's a lot of stuff about to be streaming soon.
Yeah, there is. But we saw some stuff recently. I watched a Marvel thing. Trey finished watching a Marvel thing.
Oh, yep.
Neither of us have seen opposite Marvel thing. So no spoilers.
Change it up.
We're gonna change it up. Nobody's gonna spoil anything here. So if you haven't seen Thor: Love and Thunder or Miss Marvel, we're about to give you our thoughts without spoilers. You don't gotta go nowhere. What are your thoughts on Miss Marvel, Trey? You saw the finale. You got to see everything without spoiling anything. Tell us your thoughts.
Loved the show. Is it my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show? I wouldn't say that. There's parts of it I really like, but I feel like I was not the target audience for this show.
That makes sense. I do think it's a different.
Still loved it though. There were so many moments that were just like, just so much heart. That's the best way I can say it. Just so much heart centered around family, and just loving yourself and your family and just trying to accept each other for who you are.
Yeah, for the episodes I've seen, you get immersed in a culture that I wasn't familiar with.
Yeah.
So much heart, so much family. I'm sorry. Continue.
No. Like you brought a good point, and like they bring in the realities of that culture and sometimes the ugly side of being part of that culture, and they do a great job handling with that show without being, I guess, too preachy. I guess some people would say. And there was a few pacing issues for me with the show, with the editing. Like, I wouldn't have gone here and there, but again, I don't think the show was for me.
Yeah.
And at the very end, I was crying like a baby because it was just beautiful with these. I mean, I'm a sucker for mother-child moments, and of course, like father-daughter moments. Like they were just really, really sweet. Yeah. And the ending, all I can say is I'm excited for where we see her next.
Yes, that's awesome. I have a very similar take on Thor: Love and Thunder. I saw Thor: Love and Thunder. No spoilers. I haven't posted, spoken, or said anything about this movie because I did not want to sway anybody from watching it or skew anybody's opinion. But here's my spoiler-free thoughts on Thor. Thor is one of my favorite heroes in Marvel. Probably second or third favorite hero in Marvel. I gave this film a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 is probably the lowest thing I've ever given anything Marvel. This is down there for me with Thor: Dark World, Iron Man 3. It did not hit the mark for me. Again, I don't think I was the target audience. Just like Trey said, there are friends I know who love this movie, love the comedy in it, love the jokes in it, loved everything Taika Waititi brought that they expected Taika Waititi to bring. It is a Taika Waititi movie, and I love his films. Love Jojo Rabbit. I love his work with Reservation Dogs. I love his style of humor. Ragnarok. I loved Ragnarok, but I now see why my brother was upset with how they did Hulk in Ragnarok after seeing how they did Gore. Gore, great character. Every actor in this movie was phenomenal. They did the best they could, but it felt like two different movies were taking place. And it almost felt like a parody of a Marvel movie as opposed to an actual Marvel movie. So it just didn't hit the mark for me. Other people loved it and laughed their ass off. The crowd was laughing in a lot of the scenes that I was just like not laughing in. I didn't like it. So yeah.
So you wouldn't watch it again?
I would probably not watch it again. I won't say no because Thor does get rather naked in the film. And if you need some workout motivation,
that will do it.
And Valkyrie and Jane.
Oh God. I can't wait to see
They have some scenes, man, when they're fighting and they're in their element, man, it's worth the price of admission. That's why I gave it as high as I did. Really, it's the other characters. If you are a comic book fan, there is some awesome little nods that you have to look out for characters that you know from the comics. So cool stuff, but wasn't for me. I won't say it was a bad film. I won't say it was not good. It just wasn't for me. I personally, for my preference, give it a 7 out of 10. And that's my thoughts on Thor, Love, and Thunder. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we both kind of had similar experiences. I think yours was a little more favorable, but yeah, I would not. But there's other things coming, Trey.
Oh yes.
That everybody's gonna love. Probably not. I already have.
Probably not.
Probably not. But this is a fandom that doesn't get fed as often as the Star Wars and Marvel fandom. What trailer did we get today, Trey?
Oh, we got the main teaser for the Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power, the Amazon Prime original series.
If you're a Tolkien fan, you're about to be fed a
I'm
very
right
expensive
now.
serving.
Yes.
Very expensive. Again, it's not going to be for everybody. There's going to be some diehards who are upset. There's going to be people who wanted things in there that weren't in there. Try to go into it with an open mind. This is whoever the scriptwriter is and whoever the director is. This is their interpretation, just like Peter Jackson gave us his interpretation. We loved it. We ate it up. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But just first impressions, spectacular score, beautiful cinematography.
It's stunning.
The costume design. This looks like a show that cost hundreds of millions of dollars to produce. It looks that good. So yeah, I'm excited to see it.
If you don't have a 4K TV, maybe start thinking about getting one, because this would be the show to kind of test drive.
Maybe invest in some savings and get you a bigger TV. Surround
They're
sound.
cheaper than when they first came out.
Oh, a lot cheaper. Overstock all over the place. The economy's crashing, guys. Didn't you know? We're headed to a recession, folks.
Yay!
So, yay! Yeah, at least gas is going down. That's something to be happy for. You mean 8K? 8K? Yeah. If you got it like that, baby boy.
Sure. If you want to, have some security. If you think a bunch of stuff's gonna come out in 8K.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
You can up-res it. Some of these 8Ks, if you spend a pretty penny, will up-res your stuff. So.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to see it crystal clear and drop $5,000, you go on right ahead with your bad self.
Do it.
So live your best life, boo-boo. But yeah, I'm pumped for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Pain in the Tolkien universe, for crying out loud.
I feel like there's going to be some elements of that in there.
Yes.
You didn't see what I saw.
I only watched the trailer once, so I haven't had a chance to fine-tooth comb it. I did see some stuff that, like the Galadriel's vision. I saw some.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She's like, you didn't see what I saw.
Yeah, you didn't see what I saw. Yeah, that vision.
Whew.
That definitely. If you've read the books, if you've read some of the earlier Tolkien books, not just the Lord of the Rings, but the Silmarillion,
goosebumps.
You're in for some cool stuff and some cool.
The minute they walked over the hill and you see the two trees, already just started getting goosebumps. It's like we're gonna see like Middle Earth in its prime, like before destruction and mayhem, before everything went into ruin. Like it is gonna be. Of course, you see eagles flying around, for crying out loud. I was like,
we're gonna see the dwarves' kingdom in their full splendor. That's what I want to see. Dwarven kingdom.
Oh, it's gonna be
in their.
I'm gonna get emotional.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. Yeah, so we only have a couple more months to wait for that. But that's not the only thing. Are there other shows coming out? I'm pretty sure there's a Netflix has a Resident Evil show premiering, I think today or tomorrow. So
got all kinds of content cooking. They got an original movie coming out. I don't know if it's in the works already, but last I saw an article, there was a vampire hunter movie with Snoop Dogg and Jamie Foxx.
What?
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm in.
I don't know, but I'm in also.
I'm in.
Sold. Snoop Dogg Vampire Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. It's all I needed. I'm fed.
Yep.
So yeah, guys. That's those are some of the shows we're kind of watching out for. Things we're going to be taking a gander at. But that'll be after we go to the cons this weekend and explore everything there is to explore. But that's pretty much it for this week, folks. We got to pack. We got to get ready. We got to get our stuff together because we are heading out to the cons. Trey, you got any final thoughts before we wrap this puppy up?
Dramatic pause. Dramatic pause. Nope. Got nothing.
Yep. Same here. Yep. All right, folks. That is it for the podcast. What? Nope. I thought you were saying something, but it's the delay from the. You know what? Never forget about it. Thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. We hope you enjoy. If you are attending any of those cons, we hope to see you. Say hi to Gigi. Say hi to me. That's it. We are out. We are ending the stream this time. Peace. See you, everybody.